Hi guys, I'm Lespo. Today I'm gonna watch match that I did for the Academy League got formal Europe uh, live or red bracket. I don't think I'm a good player, but I want to catch this opportunity of recording my video in order to analyze them after the match and make some improvement. Maybe someone of you who is better than me in this game could help me in the comment section below. So let's start. So I start first. I always play warrior because I feel very confident with this deck. It's the deck with which I started play golf format. So I started very good end, pretty good end, because I saw Blade Knight. I like to saw Blade Knight immediately and trap dash it. So always also a piece of Trinity there. So Kaiko is not really good at the beginning, but I think that warrior have to play free Kaiko because it's quite strong. Warrior have few outer for Chaos Engine. So I set both Trapdash and Secret's armor. There I could set Kaiko because I could go um, with level 2 in order to avoid flip effects. But I prefer to summon Kai, Blade Knight. Maybe I could play differently with Kaike. Okay. So also I immediately instead by phase activate Trapdash in order to reach some information about that which I was playing against. So I choose Donzalug just because okay, Thunder Dragon, but it has no order to make great advantage, maybe with Charity or Pot. So I decided to keep Thunder Dragon in order to have more information about the next card that he could have in hand. Exiled was not the problem. It's just a 1-for-1. So, but Donzalo could be a really dangerous card, maybe second turn, or in late game, mid-late game. So Duo, he catches level 2, that was not a great problem because he has no sets monsters. Then Kaiko, I prefer to do some Kaiko because, as I said, Kaiko is not really strong at the beginning. Then you go for 2 Thunders and one card. Where I thought that was torrential, just because watching the Riot Blade Knight, maybe Donzalo could be an annoying card, but you know, with Shoot Thunder, it's quite difficult. 33% possibility of catch TT. Then some Kaiku. He fought there. This fault was quite good because it let me know that I really believe that the set card was TT. Then attack for 1800. Banish 1 TD. There, Charity, okay. Maybe I should put in the deck TD. There you get uh, a huge advantage. Fortunately, I have just 2 cards, so Trap Dash was not lethal for me. And instead the Trap Dash and Reaper. Then I go for level 2, just because I thought this, if it was torrential set, I could target level 2, so he was quite obliged to activate the torrential and lose the opportunity to resolve the flip effect. So I wanted to force his back row, but was not torrential. Better for me, I think. Then I said just start dash because I don't want to use it for, you know, not really good card. Maybe you could Typhon it or use Death Tornado, depends on what it has. Was not, I think it was not a good choice, but Donzalin come back, really strong card, and I lose my judgment. But now I'm pretty sure that this is, I'm 100% sure that this is torrential. It is an important formation because when I use the level 2 with set master, you have to use torrential as possible and to make resolve level 2. So I was quite sure that this was torrential. It will come back it will be an important formation later. So there I tried to play around torrential. I use Kaiko. The Snatch, good card. That one of the most strongest card in the format. But this occasion, okay, there I took my 1000 points. I use Rotha just because I want to. I look at my opponent's graveyard in order to understand what card, and I choose for Blade Knight just because I want to summon it and try to trigger his back row, his torrential, and then resolve Graceful Charity. I think it was a great play, but I decided to go for Kaiko. It took 200 damage, and then I resolved Charizard. I think this play was quite good. There I go for Judgment. Late game, late game is pretty strong card. There another Trap Dash is quite that card. There another try, but I have to play around Torrential, so I decided to go for attack. This I thought that was Reaper because he didn't flip the card. I think I made a mistake because I think I have to attack the Sit Master when there was Kaiko, but maybe I want also to feel free to use Black Luster Soldier. I think I my graveyard was empty of light monsters, but you know, if Kaiko go quite difficult. So Ver is great play, I think, because in this moment I'm pretty sure that this is torrential, so Dust Tornado could resolve and get a plus advantage. He sets Magician. Okay, I draw a set. I set because I was feeling free of Evilstorm. I was not afraid of Evilstorm. It was already in the grave. So I decided to feel safe and set every possible card. And you know, I was also afraid of Spirit Reaper. There he resolves Magician of Fate. I ask for the target because I have to understand if I will use Judgment on Moth or not. But I think I did a great play because I could get a great value resolving dash after Moth. So yes, the target is a heavy, and there I choose to make fate results just because I take the advantage of resolving trap dash shit, and I could still use Solemn Judgment to protect my back rows from heavy, and also it doesn't have the possibility to summon a Chaos Monster, so yeah, I think I did a good play there. 300 damage, not here I make mistakes. 200. Okay, that's not a huge problem. There, I was pretty sure that this was torrential, just because when I use level 2, you have to resolve torrential, and then I put my tribe, go through 1300, then it was quite game. I also have Heavy Storm, resolving Heavy was quite sure to win, so I played it. So let's go through game 2. There is not a bad hand. I would prefer, maybe Socrates armor in this part of the game. Where he sets Socrates armor in Sasuke, it leads to me that his hand was. I didn't understand if he was a poor warrior, a chaos warrior, I don't know, a particular warrior deck with flip monsters, sometimes playing, but with Rota, without Blade Knight. I didn't understand. I thought that he maybe had a lot of monsters, so his Blade Knight was just 1600. But this Sasuke makes me a lot of pressure too, and I saw Gravekeeper, Spy, so okay. There I go through Gravekeeper Spy because I would obtain a few value by flipping my Gravekeeper for one turn. Maybe it has also there I didn't decide to use Mirror Force just because because Grandmaster Ninja Sasuke can deal with set monsters, so I decided to use Mirror for more monsters. There I was quite afraid of this tornado, so this is the reason why I decided to set 2 cards. I think this was a huge misplay, and this is the second huge misplay that I did. Where I want to get the highest value for both spies, so I decided to go through DD Warrior Lady and banish the Sasuke. Theirs was quite pretty game. But I just forgot that I have Call of the Hunter to use in battle stat and banish the Sasuke. Huge misplay where this Heavy Storm was quite good. Quite good. Very quite good. Last Tornado, not a great card. Where I decided to use Blade Knight in order to avoid my spy destroy next turn, and then Eevee Storm was already used, so I can sell a reinforcement and Dust Tornado without problem. Okay, he used Tsukuyomi. It's great card against my deck, but Lot Warrior starts to play in game 2 flip monsters, so you lose a little bit of advantage in this card. Then I decide to go through Dust Tornado, where I could wait. Where I started out level 2 just because I didn't see too much flip monster the first match, so I go through Dryad, where I feel quite in difficult because I was under I had just 3 cards against this 5 card, so I was feeling under pressure, and where Chaos Sorcerers come in, really scary card. We decided not to attack. I think it was I really don't know why it didn't decide to go for attack. Maybe it was afraid of separates armor. I don't know. Could be possible. There I saw Eevee Storm just in order to make a little bit of pressure and use Spirit Reaper in order to gain another turn. Just because Sorcerer cannot deal with set monsters, cannot resolve his aspect. There, I was quite in such a difficult situation. I tried to beat the Reaper. Obviously, banish my Reaper and destroy my. There, I used again Rhoda and took my Sasuke just because I want to deal with Spirit Reaper. Sasuke is the last card that can do it. I lose the Warrior Lady, I lose Exiled, so it was quite impossible for me to play against this Reaper, but he sets no back rows, so I decided to take Sasuke. But then when I resolved there, I could not discard Charity. I was sure to discard Breaker, and then I thought if I resolve Torrential Turbo the game, I could do maybe 3 card advantage. Where I draw very well. I set everything just because we saw went, and then Sasuke beat Reaper. We banish him, and where I used the range shot. Yeah, maybe I could kept my premature burial and wait for summon Tsukuyomi, but I think in such situation he will play around Torrential, so maybe try to beat with Reaper and Sorcerer just because Mirror went. So Reaper would be a great damage because I have to discard my premature burial. Maybe I could set hit. I don't know. I don't know if I play well there. Then he sets a back row. I use immediately Typhoon just because I didn't really understand which kind of deck, if he has Raigeki or maybe not. There I played Blade Knight and I pass, which means that one of my break rows has value. so maybe I have Sacred Armor. There I decided to go through Judgment. And then pass. There I went for match. I think that I have to went for match. He has no light monster in the graveyard, so no problem. I decided to resolve my Evis Storm and try to went for match. Double attack with Blackluster Soldier and 2000 with Late Night. Their exile is not enough. Decided to set 2. I have to go for game, and that's it. Bye. He had a pretty bricky hand with 2 Chaos Monsters, no light in the grave, maybe not a good ratio. I don't know. I have to play quite to pay more attention with Cold Dianta during battle steps, because it could make the game quite easier, because banishing Sasuke, he couldn't summon the sorcerer, just because Sasuke was just the only light monster that he saw in this match. So, Bye.